Somebody looks good in it.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I want to go.
but I'm like, guys, watch out! Yeah, ask tomorrow.
Oh, you can.
He's pushing it round. Yeah, you want to go round otherwise. There's only single screw, so I can't turn it very well.
So we.
We need to go back to place tomorrow.
Мачты тоже железные, руки деревянные.
big boat on the other side.